YouTube? It's your boy Sam Michael, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing exercise selection. Now when it comes to exercise selection, sometimes people don't know where to start. Maybe they're new getting into fitness, and maybe they're new getting into different types of goals, or they're new into trying to change their body. They don't really have a set way or anybody to teach them how to choose exercises properly for their goals, or just in general to maximize their time in the gym, anything like that. So today I'm going to go over the 4 principles of exercise selection. The 4 principles of exercise selections, or should I say the 4 rules of exercise selection, happen very differently. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you the 4 rules, and then I will explain further about the 4 rules individually. Rule number 1 is in each specific scenario, no matter what your goal is when you select an exercise, the first exercise that should be selected is a compound movement. People are going to look at me and go, Sam, why do I need a compound movement for? That's when I look at these people and say, well, with the compound movement, it's a multi-joint movement that incorporates multiple muscles specifically in that movement, which means bigger gains, more gains, things of that nature. So a compound movement is not only where you're going to get your mass from more than any other lift, it's where you're also going to get most of your strength. That's why you consider compound movements. Now let's take the chest, for example. Let's talk about the chest. So if you're designing a plan for your chest, rule number 1, like I said, compound movement. So what are some compound movements for the chest? Okay, let's look at it this way. Barbell bench press, barbell incline bench press, floor press, Swiss bar press, dumbbell flat bench press, and dumbbell incline bench press. I consider all those compound movements, but I do consider the dumbbell bench press in both facets being what I like to say, which not many people say, but like I said, what I like to say is a secondary compound movement to your main. But something like that. So let's go ahead and say we're going to take the barbell flat bench press as our compound movement. Which brings me to our next point. Our second rule in exercise selection, building a plan for our chest, would specifically be a secondary compound movement. Something you can do a lot of reps with that doesn't put as much strain on your shoulders. In this example, since we're using our chest, doesn't put as much strain on your shoulders, but builds a lot of muscle, but also can shape the muscle. You can contract it better than you would a barbell bench press. So let's go ahead and say we're gonna do a dumbbell incline bench press. Now, dumbbell incline bench press is, to me, in my opinion, a compound movement, which you can progressively overload, you can get stronger at. But I think it's also something that you can obviously hit for high amounts of reps. But not only can you hit high amounts of reps for it, you can feel a better contraction, a better squeeze, and also shapes the muscle a lot better versus a standard barbell bench press. Now that we have the compound movement, which is our first rule, and our second rule being the secondary compound movement, our third rule for building a complete exercise selection portfolio, and like I say again, we're going based off of our chest, is an isolation movement. Now, an isolation movement can be a cable chest fly, a machine pec deck fly, flat dumbbell fly, flat incline fly, anything of that nature, something that isolates one particular muscle. So being your chest, you could do a Morse press as well on top of that to isolate the chest. So we have our main, which is our rule number 1, our compound, which is a barbell flat bench press. Our secondary compound, which is our second rule for our exercise selection, is a dumbbell incline bench press. Our third rule is an isolation. So let's go ahead and choose a machine pec deck for our isolation exercise, because it isolates our chest in all regions, and you can squeeze it and focus on just the chest, not your biceps, triceps, shoulders, anything like that, just your chest. And the fourth and final rule to exercise selection, in my opinion, is you always have to have a finisher. Okay, and by finisher, I mean anything that can just take that muscle and just destroy it completely. So what I would like to do for a finisher, it can be anything. You could pick another compound movement for a finisher. You could pick an isolation for a finisher. You could pick an explosive movement for your chest for a finisher. Anything. So let's go ahead and take some examples of, what are some examples of finishers? Okay, so some of our finishing exercises can be, 2-3 sets burnout barbell floor press to failure, flat barbell bench press to failure, incline bench press to failure. You can do the dumbbells till failure. You can do a machine pec deck to failure. You can do a chest fly to failure. You can do push-ups. Is something I like to do very often to failure. 2 to 3 sets push-ups till failure. You can do plyo push-ups to failure, weighted push-ups till failure. Anything that takes you to failure or close to failure is what I classify as a finisher. Now that we got the upper body out of the way, the lower body is a little bit different, and a little bit different in the facets. It's the same amount of rules, okay? So you're still gonna follow the same rules, but instead of classifying it as compound, secondary compound, isolation, and finisher, you're gonna do it something a little bit different. So for any lower body routine, you always want to follow this same 4 rules, but change the names. Okay, so you always want some type of squat, some type of deadlift, some type of lunge, and some type of finisher. Okay, so some type of squat could either be a front squat or a back squat. Some type of deadlift, trap bar deadlift, traditional regular deadlift. Some type of lunge, it could be a reverse barbell lunge, a front barbell lunge, reverse dumbbell lunge, front dumbbell lunge, side lunges with the bar, side lunge with the dumbbell, anything like that. And then finally for a finisher, it could be burnout squats, banded squats, pause squats, trap bar deadlifts to finish off. If you're doing a traditional deadlift, trap bar, less pressure on your spine, more pressure on your overall legs. You can lift more weight very easily. Your finisher could be calf raises to finish, as many calf raises as you can. Leg press till failure. Leg curls till failure. Anything like that. You can choose explosive box jumps till failure. Any type of finisher that's going to push your limits for your lower body, but is also going to produce explosive gains, powerful gains, strong gains. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope this helped you next time you design a workout for a specific day or a workout program on how to choose for exercise selection. I gave a few examples. The easiest one to really point at as an example is your chest. And also I had to show the difference between the upper body and lower body by showing you the way you would structure a leg workout per se. And I just want to say in closing that you don't need 100 exercises and you don't need just one. At the most, you need 4 exercises, okay, for a workout on a body part, upper or lower. You just need 4 exercises, really. And when I say that, I mean 4 for your chest, or 3, even 3. You could do 3, but 4 for your chest optimally, 4 for your shoulders, 4 for your back, 4 for tris and bis, 4 for your legs. You can get gigantic results out of that, but the main stressors, you always want compounds to be the main, and you want them to be sustainable, and you want them to be throughout your program. Isolations are only 1 versus compounds being 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see from us. I have more workout videos coming on the way for y'all, and we just hit 100K subscribers. I want to thank all you guys and say I love you guys, and Impact Athletics is a family, and you guys are family to us, and we love you, and we appreciate you, and we hope you guys continue to make an impact in somebody's life. Get even better today than you were yesterday, and make an impact in somebody's life, in the community, and for everything that you do. We love you guys. Peace.